So in this part, as I was saying, uh, it's 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 so beautiful, like to have like a mirror and see yourself in a possible teaching picture. Let's see, in picture A, there are specific characteristic of a teacher that is really organized, that is really aware of the students' organization and also with the lines, roles, and etc. But what happened in the other? It's less traditional, the organization, of course. There is a lot of volunteer by their own, and the teacher is really like relaxed. It's not like paying attention all the time, the book. I don't know. I see myself in picture B, but maybe some of you would like to be teacher A. So there are many views about teaching. There are many ways that you may consider yourself as a teacher, but the most important is that you can have it as clear as crystal, and you need to like support every single decision that you will do in your class. So welcome to the varieties of teaching because there are a lot of them. And finally, I think finally, well, we have the belief about the program. Some language programs or school, they have the specific kind of context, principles, values, belief, and culture. I'm just saying that the way that you work in a specific part, it will depend on the school or the language program's principles. For example, if you go to a bilingual school and they are not Catholic, so you need to express your ideas and totally different taking the religion as part of your class. So that's the general way. So careful with the values, belief that you will work in a school because you need to take them part of your class. And finally, yes, this is the last part of the teaching, the teacher's belief. Here we have Jaxie Richards. Hits the top notch when we refer about teaching, because he started like a teacher, but later he started publishing books, uh, grammar books, also communicative books, and many others editions. But he's like the example that our profession, it's beyond expectations. We can do whatever we want to work, whatever we desire. Not only as schools, come on, we can do better. This is a man that can show us the opportunity to bright ourselves in many ways and do not think very flat, like very simple, that we all can work in a simple school and that's the way our dreams come true. No, you need to go beyond your expectation, beyond your dreams, accomplish them and work hard. So our teaching, our profession, it's really valuable and also very meaningful, and you need to have that in your heart and in your mind. So that was all about beliefs. Now let's continue with reflective teaching. That is really like related with the previous topic. And I think this is a good research paper because it talks about what we previously presented in other sessions. Remember when we talk about the man, plan de bilinguismo, and that topic away. Um, First, we need to have to in our mind men, ICLT, and low English level Colombian teachers have in that time. Um, they want to know how teachers and why teachers presented a low English level, and they performed a test called ICLT. They only test their English level, only that. They didn't want to know about their pedagogy, their approaches, the method, the experiences, the story that they have in their classes. No, only the level of English. And that's why if you only consider one single part of a teaching and you leave out the other, of course, our work, our teaching in our program will fail down. So here in this proposal refers to how professional development can be carried out if we take into account teachers' experiences, interests, collaborative work, and the way they can reflect in their practice. So in the reflective teaching, we have that if you bear in your mind that you can improve yourself only with thinking what you did in your classroom, you can have many positive results. Over here, we need to consider first that classes can be like a routine, and there's nothing bad with that. But there are sometimes I'm just saying sometimes that you need to change some aspect from your class because routines may bore your students and thus not quite well to continue working in that way. So some teachers believes are related that classes should be organized, should be systematic, but also should be uh, as a routine. And no, that's not the way it is. We need to consider many others because reflections is a process that we need to do every single class after every single class and to consider what were the problems in our classrooms or in what way I could avoid a specific activity to a method that I didn't do it quite well. So reflection gives you that chance to be a better teacher, to improve the way you want to students perform in your classes. Now over here we got some ideas that I really love, that I really consider really striking, very positive, very important. So number one, reflective require understanding of why certain actions appear in the teacher in the way the teachers teach. Yeah, there are particular classes or particular activities that you don't know what happened, or some classes that you think about a specific action or a specific process. I didn't come out well. So that's the way, that's the invitation that I give to you to think, to reshape, to reconsider and make conclusions of your classes. The second idea is teachers should be able to accept and consider other current teaching ideas. Do not depend in only one. Do not depend on the one that you have in given here in the university. You need to read. You need to go beyond the literature because in the teaching, especially in English, area and in the English context, we have plenty, millions of approaches and principles that we can apply in our classes. Next, reflection implies commitment. This is not easy. This is not from the morning to night. You need to study. You need to have your heart on it because you need to work so hard to change your teaching. And finally, to make changes based on the weaknesses and develop action plans. We need to work on our weaknesses or how to improve some practices that we already have. It's not about bad things, it's also about change it for a positive way. And what happens if you don't carry out a reflection? Well, you will be like that donkey. Do not accept ideas or feedback. It's that talks really bad about your practice. That talks very bad about your professionalism. So please, you need to concentrate. You need to take feedback because we need to work in this context every day. And we need to accept that not all the classes are perfect. And also there are some benefits from here that maybe teachers can improve their belief or maybe they can have some actions to improve their practices. Also, it's also very good for us because we can have feedback, we can accept feedback, we can raise our awareness and create new perspective our English classes. And how we can do that? Well, first, share stories with our peers, with our colleagues, analyze and question some situations in the teaching and the learning process. Keep a journal. Oof, journals are really meaningful for you. From now on, I'm saying to you, please keep your journal. How was your practice? What could you change? And how would you apply new strategies? Finally, read professional literature. Continue giving yourself a time to find new strategies, new principles, new ideas, and so on. Okay, guys, the assignment after Holy Week will be I'm going to schedule some interviews with these teachers. I got Daniela Tawada, es una profesora de la Universidad de Córdoba que trabaja en los cursos externos. Estuvo en el exterior, muy preparada y se enfatiza mucho en lo que son teenagers and kids en cursos externos. Tenemos la especialista Ángela Argel, es egresada de la de Córdoba, trabaja en el Colegio La Salle, pero y se enfatiza mucho en los niños. Así que el que esté interesado en trabajar en niños, le puedo sugerir esta profesora. Al magíster Samir Villalobos es un docente de high school, es egresado de la de Córdoba, también de la Unicaldas y en estos momentos está en Manizales. Así que este profesor puede sacar mucho provecho de que lo que sería trabajo en colegios, pero en nivel académico. Adriel Subiría es un experto en Clio, si no lo sabe puede indagar sobre lo que es eso. Es egresado de la Universidad de La Rioja de España y también de la de Córdoba. En estos momentos está en Medellín trabajando en un colegio y en la Universidad de Medellín. Al magíster Zenón Bellojín, es un docente de la Universidad del Norte, egresado de Córdoba, magíster de la Universidad del Norte y es el coordinador del Centro de Idiomas en English for Schools en la Universidad del Norte en varios colegios a nivel regional. Y por último tenemos dos compañeros que se llaman Karina Tejada y Jorge Santamaría, son egresados de la de Córdoba y la Universidad Atlántico, trabajan en el Colegio Mercedes y están en estos momentos en Cincelejo. Bueno, por el momento deben de crear preguntas en el cual se basen en el material que acabamos de socializar y de que ustedes van a terminar de leer. Preguntas sobre cómo ha sido la práctica de ellos, cómo es su reflection or su beliefs about specific aspects in the teaching, in the learning, de muchas cosas. Recuerden que en material hay preguntas que pueden tomarlas y poder adecuarlas al contexto que van a ejecutarlas. Repito, van a ser dos entrevistas. Veremos cómo adecuamos a quién le toca con qué profesor, pero los 7 son espectaculares. Créanme que van a aprender muchísimo. Y después de Semana Santa comenzaremos las entrevistas, pienso que será en la mañana. Y bueno, después de la semana estaremos concretando algunas ideas en qué medio, por qué página, cuál aplicación vamos a utilizar para tener las entrevistas. Pero lo importante es que los 7 ya saben, son conscientes de que van a trabajar con ustedes y necesito que esas preguntas estén bien hechas y por favor al inicio de la semana que estemos de regreso, quiero esas preguntas como un draft, las reviso, le doy el visto bueno y hacemos las entrevistas lo más pronto posible. Así que, thank you. If you got any questions, you can do it. You can email me. I will create a WhatsApp group just in case you need to know more about the material or if something I skipped myself from the presentations, just let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.